First top headlines. 7 were arrested for attacks on elected officials. Today rises to 32. Earthquake of magnitude 3.6 strikes Bishnupur district. BJP President criticizes Congress stance on Manipur, defends government response. NPP likely to consider rejoining BJP government, calls for CM's replacement. Meghalaya launches mandatory tenant registration system across 16 localities. Hello, welcome to ELITETV, your English news bulletin. I'm your host, Deemita. Now the news in detail. Manipur police arrested 7 additional suspects connected to last week's property destruction targeted elected officials, bringing the total arrests to 32 since November 16. The latest wave of arrests occurred on November 20th and 21st, with suspects ranging in age from 26 to 41 years old. Among those detained were Wahengbam Jotin Kumar Singh, Kudrakbam Bikram Singh, Monish Nepram, Aribam Mira Chandra Sharma, Alambam Harrison Singh, Laurembam Norojit Singh, Noni Singh, and Laimium Kedarnath Sharma. Security forces have intensified operations across vulnerable areas in both hill and valley districts. Police established 105 checkpoints and are providing security convoys along National Highways number 37 and 2 to protect essential supply vehicles. The arrests come amid raising tensions following the discovery of 6 bodies in Jiribam. In response, local MLAs passed a resolution demanding central government actions, including reconsiderations of the Armed Forces Special Power Act (AFSPA) and swift operations across militant groups. The resolution also called for National Investigation Agency involvement in 3 critical cases, including the killing of 6 civilians and attacks on 2 women. As a precautionary measure, internet services remain suspended in 7 districts while investigations continue. Separately, political tensions escalated as Chief Minister Biren Singh responded to criticism from Congress leader P. Chidambaram regarding the state's handling of the crisis, accusing the former minister of being the root cause of the ongoing violence. A mild earthquake measuring 3.6 on the Richter scale struck Bishnupur district in Manipur early Friday morning, as reported by the National Center for Seismology (NCS). The tremor, which occurred at 4:42 a.m., was centered in the Bishnupur region at a depth of 10 kilometers. The NCS provided the details in a post on X, stating EQ of magnitude 3.6 on 22nd November 2024. 4:42 IST, latitude 24.64 north, longitude 93.83 east, depth 10 km, location Bishnupur, Manipur. However, there were no reports of casualties or property damage from the earthquake. Further updates on the incident are still awaited. Manipur, situated in a seismically active zone, experiences such tremors quite often. In August, a 3.1 magnitude earthquake had second the Imphal East district, recorded at 8:11 a.m. on August 6. The tremor also originated at the depth of 10 kilometers. The National People's Party (NPP), which recently withdrew its support from the BJP-led government in Manipur, has hinted at reconsidering its decision if Chief Minister N. Singh is replaced. The NPP accused the Chief Minister of failing to restore normalcy in the violence-hit state. NPP National Vice President Yumnam Joykumar Singh confirmed the party's stance, saying, Chief Minister Biren Singh has totally failed to bring normalcy to Manipur. This was the main reason for our National President Conrad Sangma to withdraw support. If he is replaced, the NPP may reconsider its position. The withdrawal of support announced on Sunday does not threaten the stability of the BJP-led government. With 32 MLAs in the 60-member House, the BJP holds an absolute majority, supplemented by the Naga People's Front, NPF and JDU. Despite the withdrawal, 3 of the NPP's 7 MLAs attended a meeting chaired by the Chief Minister on November 18, with Joykumar Singh attributed to confusion. He clarified the meeting was for the NDA legislators. While we have withdrawn support to the Biren Singh government, we remained NDA partners. However, our MLAs have been cautioned against attending such meetings without prior approval. BJP National President JP Nadda has issued a strongly worded letter to Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge challenging the Congress Party's portrayal of the Manipur situation and its criticism of the government's handling of the crisis. Nadda's letter, dated November 21, 2024, comes in response to Kharge's recent communications with President Draupadi Murmu regarding the violence in Manipur. The BJP president highlighted significant improvements in the northeastern state, noting that the percentage of people suffering from multi-dimensional poverty has reduced from over 20% in 2013 to just over 5% in 2022. The letter criticized the Congress Party's historical handling of unrest in Manipur, specifically referencing the black period of the 90s, when the thousands were killed and lakhs displaced due to rampant violence. Nadda also mentioned the 2011 incident where Manipur witnessed a complete blockade for more than 120 days. Petrol prices and LPG prices were nearly 4 times higher than the rest of the country. Defending the current administration's approach, Nadda wrote that with the first incidents of violence that was reported, our government, both at the centre as well as state, was immediately working to stabilize the peace situation and protect the people. The BJP president accused the Congress of attempting to sensationalize the situation of Manipur and pointed to what he described as the complete failure of India's security administrative protocols under your government as contributed factors to current challenges. The actions comes amid ongoing efforts to restore peace in Manipur, with Nadda emphasizing that investigations into recent incidents are being conducted by the NIA, which he described as one of the most efficient agencies in the country. The Joint Action Committee (JAC) representing the families of the 8 Meitei victims in Jiribam, including 6 women and children killed in captivity, has reached an agreement with the government of Manipur (GOM). The families have decided to accept the bodies and conduct the last rites on Friday, following key assurances from Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. Key agreement points are NIA investigation. The government of Manipur has assured the JAC that the case will be handed over to the National Investigation Agency (NIA) for a comprehensive investigation into the brutal killings. Last rites arranged. The victims' families will take custody of the bodies and proceed with the final rituals, marking a significant step towards closure for the grieving families. Commitment to justice. The JAC and Government of Manipur's agreement reflects the commitment to address the underlying issues and ensure justice for the victims. The killings, which included women and children held in captivity, have sparked widespread outrage and calls for justice across Manipur. The JAC, formed to represent the victims' families, initially refused to take custody of the bodies, demanding concrete action from the government. This resolution, while a step forward, underscores the need for lasting peace and accountability in the region. The government's promise to involve the NIA is seen as a crucial move towards ensuring a transparent and thorough investigation. The final rites, scheduled for Friday, are expected to be attended by community members and supporters who have rallied behind the victims' families in their pursuit of justice. The bodies of the 6 persons who went missing from Jiribam after a gunfight between security forces and suspected Kukizo militants that resulted in the deaths of 10 insurgents on November 11 were found in Jiri River in Jiribam and Barak River in Assam's Kasar of the last few days. They were brought to SMCH in highly decomposed state for autopsy. The autopsy of all the 6 bodies have been done in SMCH. Doctors concerned have also prepared reports, a source privy to the development told PTI. Initially, the bodies of a woman and 2 children were found floating in the Jiri River in Jiribam and were brought to SMCH on November 15. 2 more bodies of the woman and a child were found floating in the Barak River on November 17 morning in the Kasar district. The final body was discovered floating in the Barak River in Assam's Kasar district on Monday, following which its autopsy was conducted at SMCH. The 6 persons, including 3 women and children, each from the Meitei community, went missing from a relief camp in Jiribam's Borobekra area and were allegedly abducted by Kukijo militants. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Sri Sri Gaurachandrai Namha Prabhasamda Ikoi Khwaibu Konbiramba Sri Yendrembam Kumar Singh Namagi Nuksi Jarba Manung Sagai Natai Amadi Marupang Khwai Punum Puthadok Lamlaga Haukiba Tang Tara Taret Nomazin Mita Sri Guru Gi Kripadi Ves Olga Sri Krishna Chaitanya Das Habanam Phangduna Vrindabal Prapti Oikre Lakliba Tang Kuni Thoi Irai Mita Asti Sanjay Lokutraga Lakliba Tang Kuntra Thangza Mita Srada Din Tokle Walakasi the Brahman Bishnap Ahlaman Marupang Ekone the Sakang Hodraba Khwai Punum Matam Chan Lingbertuna Harinam Sarban Tabirnaba Paujanjari Singh, Srimati Yendrembam Obi, Damayanti Devi Sardharmini, Sri Yendrembam Iboyama Singh, Machanupa, Sri Yendrembam Robin Singh Machanupa, Srimati Yendrembam Ombi, Bina Amina Devi Mamunupi, Srimati Yendrembam Ombi, Dayasori Devi Mamunupi, Yendrembam Davhina Masunupi, Kurai Awang Kongpal, Laisum Laikai.
Diabetes kaloina the hingliba sing thamagi manungda control to bangamle. Urea creatinine wangbasu thamagi manungda hantaba ngamle. Kong hamba nungaite basu numit manganigi manungda fahan bangamle. Pile saibadi nungsang nabasu chama de chama fahan bangamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oy bangamle. BP wangbasu thamagi manungda normal oy bangamle. Fatty liver oy basu thamagi manungda fagat han bangamle. Pumnamak natural oy ba hidak makhalna Lying Jabani, Hakjang the Sokadaba side effect, Amatalite, Makata and Hidak Chabagi Mato Sutaroi, Hena Kupa Parol Gidamak, Nasimak Langson Biro, Diabetes Hospital, Soibam Laikai, Ayangpali Road, opposite Karkinos Jenims Hospital, Porompat, Imphal East, near Punjab National Bank.
Live Tharadi Miamda, Asengba Adu Haibiu. Dukan Yaura Akanda, Masida di offer laite na soida na harakani. HG Cassette Gallery da amutang linkshin birau. Online price da mobile khudimak loina phangbigani. Hojik se wana ba matamnina loan gi khudong chabasu aikhoi gi maikai dagi pizari. MI gi phone leiba singi su lucky draw leizai. Chahi loramdai asida adom gi daw adu yabra haina amutang yingbiu. Car bite mobile na jingba sing phawa yana leiri. Ningol chakau bagi special offer gi mathakta aikhoi gi store gi oina su lucky draw tawjari. Lucky draw asigi first prize na 32-inch TV, second prize na induction, third prize na rice cooker ni. Singjamai supermarket ta laiba HG Cassette Gallery da lengshin birak tu na khudong chaba ase laubi ho.
Makhal kaya ge award fangaba HG Cassette Gallery ni. Chahi taragi mathaktagi HG Cassette Gallery na mobile store asida matam nga chanaba mongda offer amadi discount kaya piduna lakchari. Sale khudong cha double su loan da mobile laubi ba yagani. Discount piba khatang natana lucky draw tawduna miyamda khudol kaya am su pijari. Miamsu Singjamai supermarket leba HG Cassette Gallery da utang lingsing biro loina na
Mobile furniture lakliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanbo oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong chaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bagi damakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro
네, 가봐. 포토 좀 띄우면 돼.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯖꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯏ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯩ ꯀꯧꯕ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤ
ꯅꯨꯄꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯗꯝꯅꯐꯝꯕꯨ ꯇꯦꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯩꯍꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯈꯨꯟꯅꯥꯏꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯥꯕꯨ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯀꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛ
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's English News. 9 dead bodies of Jiribam have been brought back to Jiribam from Silchar after autopsy. The last rites to be held at Jiribam Ningsingkhun. Relatives of the deceased spoke to media persons about their views and drew the attention of the authority concerned to look into the matter and not to repeat such act in future. The AO Lunar Delonggem ALT, which is an apex youth organization of the O community in Nagaland, was officially launched under the aegis of the O Sedan. The organization will operate in an interim capacity with the presidents of the Makokchung Town Lunar Delonggem MTLT and Deemita O Lunar Tolengem Dayo as convener and co-convener respectively until its constitution is finalized. At the launch event, O Sandan President Marsenan Imsong stressed the youth's role in shaping the community's future. He further highlighted this significance in the community's development and progress. Imsong announced the formations of a constitution drafting committee led by convener Imli Kumzug Longkumir. He also revealed that MTLT and Dayo will be responsible for mobilizing other youth organizations during this interim phase. The interim leaders Imnaunen, convener, and Tia Longchar, co-convener, pledged their commitment to truth and service for the Air community in Nagaland. Nagaland Chief Minister Naifur Rio, accompanied by his cabinet colleagues, called on the Union Home Minister and Minister of Corporations Amit Saha today in New Delhi. The meeting focused on several critical issues affecting the state, including the ongoing Naga political issue, the Eastern Nagaland political issue, the Nagaland-Assam border dispute and key development projects in Nagaland. Naga political issue, Chief Minister Rio emphasized the need for resolutions to long-standing Naga political issue, seeking the union government's continued support in facilitating peace and addressing the concerns of all stakeholders. He reiterated the importance of the peace process and expressed optimism about finding an inclusive solutions for the Naga people. Eastern Naga political issue. The Chief Minister also raised the Eastern Naga issue, which pertains to demands for greater political autonomy and development in the region. Nagaland-Assam border dispute. The meeting also covered the long-standing border dispute between Nagaland and Assam, with tensions often running high due to territorial claims and border skirmishes. Rio called for peaceful resolutions and better cooperation between the two states to avoid further conflict and ensure stability in the region. Development projects. In addition to political matters, Rio also discussed several key development projects in Nagaland that require central support. These include infrastructure projects, connectivity improvements, and the need for enhanced resources in sectors such as education, healthcare, and employment generation. Kili Ram Meena has been appointed as the new Chief Secretary of Mizoram, an official said on Tuesday. Meena, a 1993 batch officer of the AGMUT, Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram and Union Territories cadre, served as an additional security secretary in the Ministry of Minority Affairs before he was repatriated to his parent cadre recently. Following the retirement of Renu Sarma, the Mizoram government, in an interim arrangement, appointed H. Lalem Mawia, Commissioner and Secretary in the Higher and Technical Education and Fisheries Department as the Chief Secretary. Earlier, the Mizoram government had requested the centre to name Vamlumang Valnam, the Manipur cadre IAS officer of the 1992 batch, to succeed Sarma, the official added. The Meghalaya government is set to implement strict regulations on the use of sirens, tinted windows, and flickering lights on vehicles following public outcry over the perceived VIP culture in the state. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangman announced on Friday that his administrations will introduce a standard operating procedure or SOP to address growing concerns from citizens about the widespread use of these vehicle modifications. I have been receiving a large number of complaints and concerns from citizens about what people are calling VIP culture, Sangma said. While acknowledging security concern, he emphasized that safety measures should not transform into displays of privilege. The new guidelines, expected to reach the cabinet next week, will clearly define who can use these vehicle modifications and under what circumstances. The decision follows a high-level meeting between Sangma, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tangsong, and Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police. The administration faces a challenge of balancing security protocols for protected persons under JET Plus, JET and Y categories with public convenience. Safety and security are one aspect, which is something we personally feel is important and should not be compromised. But if that safety and security concern becomes more of an attitude and it is used in the wrong way, then I think that really is the problem, Sangman noted. The Chief Minister assured that the new regulations would help minimize public inconvenience while maintaining necessary security measures for protected individuals. The Meghalaya government has initiated a comprehensive tenant registration system in 16 key localities of the state capital, implementing the Meghalaya Resident Safety and Security Act (MRSSA) 2016 through a new online portal. The system, launched via megrssa.nic.in, requires all tenants and landlords to register their details as part of the state's efforts to enhance security and maintain public order. The initiative is being rolled out in phases, starting with prominent areas including Nongrim Hills, Poksia, Nongra, Nongmensong, Lapalang, Rayat Laban, Wadeng Liang, Lau Sotun, Upling, Mopat, Rayat Laban, Kyanjat, Putbol, Medan Laband, Malki, Lower Lumparing, Upper Lumparing and Commission Compound and Mission Compound. The Act aims to ensure enhanced security vettings of tenants and prevent anti-social elements from gaining shelter in the state, states the official release highlighted the government's focus on maintaining peace and tranquility. Landlords must now submit tenant documentations to both local police stations and authorities. A district task force will review these records quarterly and forward them to government for monitoring. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Seven more arrested for attacks on elected officials. Today rises to 32. Earthquake of magnitude 3.6 strikes Bishnupur district. BJP President criticizes Congress stance on Manipur, defense government respond. NPP likely to consider rejoining BJP government, calls for Chief Minister's replacement. Meghalaya launches mandatory tenant registration system across 16 localities. And that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV's 3 p.m. English News. Thank you and have a great day.